Hello? Yeah, put it over there. Hello? Yeah. What's up?
It's Illy as the program. Skipping all that romance. It's different when it's written with your sense and not your rose brand. Silly, I'll get that potency. To me, that's so-po. Baby, it's slow-po. Ain't no spills, this is real cocoa. No chill pill, no chill live here, bro. From politics to kill bill, it's hip-hop. Can't feel. Check this out and get your tip-hop.
Yo! What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the show. Reelsville here on Redline Radio LLC. My name is Kevin Hanley. Sitting across from me is my homie Phil Rucker.
Yeah.
Flying the ship as always. Got the homie Tim. Producer. So we got some things to talk about today. Number one, let me just say this. Shout out to the homie Scheme, man, for the theme song, man. Thank you.
As always.
Shout out to the homie Scheme for the theme song. Always come through in the clutch, man. He did the theme song for our last show, man. And that's why I went back to him. So appreciate you, Scheme. Thank you for that. So we got some things to talk about. NFL draft tonight. It should be a holiday. Like this day should be a holiday, man. And the NFL draft day should be a holiday.
Everybody should be off the work.
Yeah, right.
The
You
next
should be out
4
work, man.
days.
You know what I mean? You can go ahead and get your grill started early in the morning, or your smoker, or whatever you got going. Should be a holiday, man. If you ain't a football fan, no, that's your fault. But for those of us that are football fans, it should be a holiday. We got 2 picks in already. Caleb Williams goes to the Chicago Bears, number 1 overall, and the Washington Commanders have selected LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels, who was the 2023 Heisman Trophy winner.
Yes.
So Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, both off the board. New England Patriots are on the clock. Pick is in for the New England Patriots. So we'll see who the Patriots are picking. I think it'll be Drake May. They got to go quarterback, right? They have to, right? Like, you know, they can't not go quarterback here.
Oh, no, that's an absolute
It's got to be Drake May.
That's
It's
an
got to
absolute
be.
must.
If they pick anything other than quarterback, right? I think Marvin Harrison Jr. will be next 2 years on the Cardinals.
Yep.
And then the Chargers have a chance to really shake some things up because I don't know where the Chargers are going to go. I don't even know if the Chargers know where they're going to go right now.
I bet you O-line.
It's not
I will bet
sexy.
you say O-line.
If I was a Chargers,
Mr. Harbaugh is not about sexy. Mr.
Yeah.
Harbaugh is about building that team.
yeah,
And you know where you start with the team. If you got the quarterback, you got to protect the quarterback.
trade down a little bit though. Trade down a few spots. Maybe Brock Bowers, tight end from Georgia.
Ooh,
Pick up some draft capital. Maybe Brock Bowers.
ooh.
Yeah, right.
That would be nice. I would like to see.
I'd be grudging.
I'm interested to see what Justin Herbert is going to do with a actual, I guess, competent coach.
Well, they lost Mike.
We want to see.
Well, here's the thing though. They lost Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, I believe,
that's
right?
true.
So, yeah, you need somebody to throw the ball to, Justin Herbert, right? So,
It makes sense.
yeah. So we got the draft going on. Phil has an issue with Michael Jordan stands. I think we both have an issue with Michael Jordan stands, but Phil we'll get into that a little bit later.
Please,
Just a little
because
bit
as
later
soon
we
as
get
you
into it,
said it, my blood pressure.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
And
And
Sperming in your face.
because they are so
they can be really annoying. They can be very annoying. Michael Jordan fans can be super, super annoying. Really annoying. You know what the thing is? Yeah. So Drake May just got picked by the New England Patriots. Drake May.
all right.
So 3 quarterbacks, first 3
Gone.
picks, quarterbacks, gone. So you know what the thing is with well, before I get to that, we will also be, so last week we were talking about hip hop and albums and new artists and artists who, you know, and I was saying, hey, listen, I know my lane. I like my old school and I'll stay with that. So, but we decided I will listen to, because Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are 2 of the newer guys that I really respect as lyricists and as MCs. And so I'd only heard Good Kid, Mad City all the way through. So what I did was, over this past 5 days when I was out of work, I listened to 2 albums from Kendrick Lamar and 3 from J. Cole. I listened to To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn from Kendrick Lamar, and then I listened to Cold World, Born Sinner,
Absolutely.
and Forest Hill Drives
Mhm.
from J. Cole. And before I started listening, I'm like, you know what? Instead of just listening to them, I'm gonna actually listen to them and then give them grades when I'm done listening to them. And so I did that, and so we'll get into that a little bit in a little bit as well. So I listened to those albums from Cole and Kendrick, and I graded each album, all 5 albums I graded, and then we'll see how that works out too. All right, so we got the NFL draft. Like I said, oh no, the Browns don't even have a first round pick.
Yes, they do. His name is Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, that's true. This is true. This is true. Yeah.
I just want you to know that your name is Deshaun Watson. You are the #1 draft pick in the first round for the next 3 years. I need you to show up.
Man, you know what? One thing, just sign on the NFL, like there are a lot of teams are changing their uniforms. Like, right, the Browns going back to the white face mask. The Houston Texans, it's about damn time. I was really hoping the Houston Texans would change uniforms at some point. They finally did. Texans got new uniforms. The Jets got new uniforms. Jets went back to the old green and white, old school 80s uniforms.
What do the Houston Texans look like?
Houston Texans got some dead. They dope. They're dope. It's about time. I was, obviously the logo was the same, but I was hoping that they would change them at some point, and they finally did.
It's not a rebrand.
It's enough of a change to where it's like, okay, y'all was really, I don't want to say thinking outside the box, but I mean, compared to their old uniforms, you really couldn't do too much worse. But these are nice. They're nice uniforms. I like the Jets went back to the old 1980s green and whites. Jeff Lurie.
I keep waiting on y'all.
Jeff Lurie.
Man.
Listen,
what's taking so long?
You did it once or twice last year. Can we just make it permanent? Can we just go back to the Kelly Greens? Can we just do that? Like, come on, man. Like, what are we waiting on here? What are we waiting on? You know how much money you can make, Jeff Lurie, if you went back to the Kelly Greens? Go back to the Kelly Greens.
Those are some of the dopest uniforms.
I mean, with the silver pants. Come on, Jeff. The Randall Cunningham, Reggie White days. Please, can we just do that? Listen, they've been wearing midnight green since 1996. Enough with the midnight green. I know I got it on right now, but enough with the midnight green. Enough with the midnight green.
You said since 96?
They changed uniforms in 1996. Ray Rhodes, it was Ray Rhodes' first year as head coach and the year they drafted Brian Dawkins in the second round. They went to.
I'm a fan for real.
I'm a fan for real, son. I go way back. Man. I go back to 88. I go back to 88.
Born in 88. Stop it.
That's why I became a fan. I've been a fan as long as
I was still swimming.
See?
I might have had just won the race.
See, I've been a fan for a long time. So can we please go back to the Kelly Greens, Jeff? Side note. Okay. Listen, I don't know who's advising him. Joe Biden, are you trying to lose this election? Are you trying to lose this election?
Yes.
So he signed the bill that in 6 months could effectively ban TikTok from the United States. Like, okay, Joe. Okay.
But he got to look out for his financial. Y'all not giving America a part of the money. It's too
basically
much. It's
that's
too
basically
much
what it is.
Money going on,
and we want
on
some
TikTok,
of that.
And you not giving us a part of it. You're not paying taxes on it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no company here paying taxes on this. This is billions of dollars from our people running to a company in. That's not gonna fly.
So basically, what they want is they want the company that owns TikTok, ByteDance is the name of the company. They want them to sell to an American company because they claim that TikTok, the Chinese government, could be stealing and our data and small it. How's that any different from Facebook and Instagram? They got our data. When I say something, I can have my phone open, and when I say something, I'm talking to my wife about something, and I say something, I swear to you, the next day it's on my timeline on Facebook.
The next day
it might
be the next day, brother. It's within a couple hours.
Might be sooner than that.
They are watching it. I tell people all the time, this right here, this is what you got right here. This is a camera for the government to watch you. You think they can't hack it? They're listening. Now, first of all, now I know I participated in it because I purchased the phone. This phone has AI in it. This phone has an AI on it. So if you don't think that they can't sit there and actually watch you access your phone.
I mean,
yeah, they got all our information.
I mean,
they've been had all our information.
But we supposed to be afraid that TikTok is the Chinese going to infiltrate through TikTok. What? Through TikTok?
I can guarantee you right now, all these cyber attacks that's going on, some of them have been from China. Come on now. They've hacked credit card information, healthcare information, whatever else.
I mean,
you can't and you worried about TikTok giving out information.
TikTok,
you tripping.
I'm just saying, Joe. I'm just saying, a lot of young people use TikTok, and Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Cardinals.
Okay.
A lot of young people use TikTok. Here's what I think the problem is. A lot of people are using TikTok to dispel misinformation that's out there, right? In regards to our own government, in regards to the election, and young people are using that. But there's also a flip side of TikTok as well, because when you have people like Keith Lee, who are using TikTok to help small businesses get customers and stay open. Like, why would you want to take that away? Right? I don't get.
Y'all like Keith Lee?
I do. You know, I'm down. I'm team Keith Lee for sure.
He puts me to sleep. I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah,
I like Keith Lee.
It's Keith Lee.
I like Keith Lee. Are you familiar with Keith Lee?
Yeah,
I like Keith Lee.
I'm team Keith Lee. Watching this content. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely. I'm definitely team Keith Lee. I don't understand.
Food rated 1 through 10.
Yeah. And here's the thing with Keith Lee, man. Here's the thing with Keith Lee. I don't understand how drama gets around this dude. All he's doing is literally
is good. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, he's going to places and eating food and saying, I like this, I don't like this.
You know what it is, and I'll tell you what it is.
I'm looking at you.
And I discovered this about it's not just Atlanta. I discovered this about multiple cities, because I don't, I've heard of Keith Lee. I watch Keith Lee. Keith Lee, he's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? So I get my food content review from this guy on Instagram, and when
Mr. Chime,
that
dude don't like nothing though.
Yeah, but here,
dude don't like nothing.
But here's the problem. This is what I've discovered in that. People are really upset when you say something about their city. I mean, they get wildly upset. Like, both of them have been threatened by people, not just from Atlanta. I remember when Chime did Detroit. Detroit was like, yo, what you say? Who you talking about? No, that's not our food. Where you at? We coming for you. Like, wait, what? Over some food reviews?
It's that serious.
Why?
It is that serious, people. Exactly. That's what I'm like, what? For what? He's literally just going around saying, I liked it. And here's the with Keith Lee, he's always like, listen, this is my experience. You might like it.
He says it every single
You might like
time.
it. To me, and he always breaks down why I don't like it. I'm a texture person. I don't like the texture of this, but you might like it. I can see where people might like this, but I don't like it. Like, he puts disclaimers out there, and y'all still, Atlanta, y'all acted a damn fool.
A damn fool.
Y'all acted a damn fool, Atlanta. And then he came back. He went back to Atlanta just like a week or two ago. He went back to Atlanta, and they did a second round in Atlanta, and Atlanta acted right this time. Atlanta acted out. They showed their whole ass down there in Atlanta.
It was cool,
like, word.
I mean, but let's be real. I keep going to these places. I keep looking. I'm like, y'all ain't even going to food cities. Like, Atlanta ain't known for no food. Like, get out of here, man.
Some of the rules down in Atlanta, it's like, what the hell, y'all? What
y'all eating?
Y'all think, cause y'all Atlanta, y'all can, like, you got to pay. One place you got to pay $10 just to park to go inside and pick up your food for carry out.
Hey, look,
fuck out of there. Are you crazy?
But that's what I heard about Atlanta. Atlanta is like the Hollywood of, like, they really think they're and not just the famous people. Like, everybody in Atlanta thinks they're famous and a part of a character or something. Like, it's weird about them about that.
I'll be damned if I'm paying $10 to go inside to pick up my carry out. What?
No, your food is garbage. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
No, and they can't drive it. They can't drive down there either.
You want some? I keep waiting for one of them to go to Chicago. You want some food?
Did he go to Chicago?
You go to Chicago? No, ain't nobody been to Chicago.
You know what? I remember when I drove for the first company I drove for. Had to make a delivery in Chicago, and I had to wait. And right across the street was a hot dog place. Like, not a cart, a brick and mortar. And I went in there and I got it wasn't a true Chicago dog, but it did have like the pickles on it and some other
with the carrot. I mean the tomatoes and the sea salt and
official.
Yeah,
it was official.
Yeah,
you been to Chicago town?
I went to that. What's that? The seventh floor mall.
Is the 7th floor mall there?
Yeah,
you got family there. I don't know. You guys,
yeah.
A 7th floor mall.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it was dope. My brother was in the my brother is in the Navy, so we was up in Waukegan, and then we went down to down to Chicago.
Okay, you know what I like to do, man? Because I've been to Chicago and I've driven past. I would like to go to a game at Wrigley in Chicago.
That's one thing I have not done yet.
I've driven past what's the White Sox?
Cellular Field? That's
no,
I know it's not, and that's what it's. I don't care. Just like Jacobs
Guaranteed
Field
Rate Field.
Jacobs Field is always Jacobs Field. Cellular Field is always what's it called?
Guaranteed Rate Field.
Oh God,
Is the Q still the Q?
The Q?
No, that's still the gun. I mean,
that's the gun.
The gun.
What is it now? Rocket Mortgage
Fieldhouse.
Field House Arena. Come on, man.
The gun and the Q's. But the gun and the Jake.
And the Jake.
Yeah, those were the two.
Yes.
Is there a name for the Brown Stadium?
Cleveland Brown Stadium.
It's not First Energy anymore.
Oh, I forgot it was.
I mean, it is, but there's no.
We just called it Cleveland.
There's no
Brown
name.
Stadium.
I mean, there's no nickname for it, right?
There's
no
nickname for it.
Brown Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no nickname for it, like the Q and the Jake and all that kind of stuff. Because what do you? They don't even call it Progressive Field nothing now, right? They don't even.
No, it's
not like the Prague.
Yeah, that's what I always say. The Prague, like no,
the Prague is crazy.
I think they just called the Cavs. They just called the Field House. I've only heard it called the Field House.
Yeah,
the
Field House. I like that.
The Chargers still. The Chargers finally made a pick.
And who did it?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
they had like 27 seconds left. So they took almost all 15 minutes.
Maybe it's a trade.
I mean, it might be. Usually when
it take that long, somebody hopping up to get the boy from Michigan.
Howie, you coming to 5?
Oh God,
Howie, can you come up to 5?
What you gonna get at 5? What do you need at 5?
I mean, well, for me, you could get the Eagles defensive backs. I really wish they put more emphasis on linebackers, but they don't. That kid Dallas Turner from Alabama and a nice edge. I mean, when you're in the Eagles position, they don't really have any.
You can do whatever you get.
You kind of can. You kind of can. I don't think they ain't going that far though. No. You got to give a lot to get from 22 to 5. You give a whole lot. You have to throw in Devontae Smith or something like that for that. No, we ain't doing that. So they've the Eagles have now extended Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
That's what they were supposed
and signed Saquon Barkley and Jordan Mailata. I mean, the core is there.
Yes.
The core is there.
Cincinnati Bengals.
I mean, let's go. They're gonna let T. Higgins walk. They're gonna let
yes, they are.
Okay. You think the Browns? Maybe. Nah.
I can't. The looming of this money situation is really like I can see it in the horizon right now, and I'm just like, okay, we really got to make it happen this year or next year or something, because I can see it. There's only so much more times we can keep deferring Deshaun's contract, and now we signed Denzel Ward, and now we restructuring Nick Chubb, and who else are we going to restructure? Like, now is the time to strike. We have the talent. We have to actually execute, because if not, this is going to be an absolute. I don't want to be the laughing stock of the league again, Kev. Like, do you know how long we've been the laughing stock of the league? Like, people make fun of us more than they make fun of Detroit, and Detroit has lost more than us.
It's embarrassing to the old Browns. It's embarrassing to the old Browns the way they operated.
So look,
how much of these 20 years.
If this happens again, and now everybody's pointing the finger, look what Deshaun Watson. You thought that was going to be a smart move. Oh, look, the Browns is the Browns again. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can go through that again, man. Bro. When you say you've been an Eagles fan for 30 years, bro, I've been paying attention to the Browns since '99. I mean, we don't know what it's like for the Browns to win. We have no idea. All that good glory days in the 80s and the dog pound and the drive and the fumble and the blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
When you holding on to Derek Henderson was the best quarterback we had.
Yo.
No, he right. He right.
Until my boy Baker came along.
You right.
The last time we had a good quarterback was friggin' Derek Anderson, and he was our best quarterback.
I remember those glory days. The Browns were really competitive. The Browns were really good back in those days. They didn't make it to the Super Bowl. The Browns were a good team. LA Chargers, Joe Alt, tackle from Notre Dame, is a Charger.
Told you. John Harbaugh does not play around. If there is Jim, whatever, same thing. Yeah. If there is one thing if there's one thing that man can build, it's a program and it's a team.
Mm-hmm. I begrudgingly give Jim Harbaugh credit, man. He's a good coach. I know he was at that school up north and all that, but he's a good.
I'm mad he's gone. Do you know why I'm mad he's gone? Can I say something real quick? And I know everybody's gonna be upset about this because everybody likes, when we beat up on Michigan and everything. I liked when Harbaugh was there. I liked the fact that this man has kicked your butt the past 3 years. What y'all gonna do about it?
It makes the rivalry better. Like we all like beating up Michigan.
But I love when it's like 1 versus 2, and we let everybody know that this Northeast football, SEC, all that, blah blah blah. This ain't nothing to play with up here. We can football too up here, for real.
Hey, Ryan Day, lose again if you want to.
That's it.
Lose again if you want to. You'll be out on the job, son. Listen, Ryan Day. You don't get the John Cooper treatment, son. You don't get that. John Cooper was at Ohio State in the 90s for 11 years or something like that. And I think he was 2-9 against Michigan, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
He had teams fill, because again, you guys were still young.
Yeah. So
he had teams that would have.
He had Eddie George in them, right?
He could have won a couple national championships at least.
Word. He had Eddie George, Orlando Pace,
David Boston. He had talent. He had a lot of talent. But you know what he also did? He would also, because John Cooper is from Tennessee, so he would always be like, "It's just another game." Nah, son. No,
this ain't another
it's
game.
Not just another game. This is Michigan. No, it's not another game. So yeah, Ron Day, you don't get 2-9. You lose again this year, you might as well just go ahead and pack your bags.
Pack your bags, please.
Pack them up and get on out of Columbus.
Please get out of Columbus.
4 in a row? Nah, son.
But you know what hit me, and I'm glad. I'm glad you know who the next coach gonna be again, right?
Chip Kelly.
Yeah,
because Chip's on the staff now.
Mm-hmm. Please lose.
What would Ohio State look? Well, see, here's my thing though, right? So what would they look like with Chip Kelly as head coach? Because my thought is if Ryan Day leaves, then Brian Hartline is also going to leave. That's my thought. Because Brian Hartline is one bringing in all the receivers.
Right.
Let's not kid ourselves, right? Brian Hartline is one getting all these receivers. Giants select LSU wide receiver Malik Neighbors.
Okay. Get Daniel some help. Get a little man.
That ain't gonna help.
That ain't gonna help.
You still got Daniel Jones at your quarterback.
You don't believe in that? Come on, man.
Daniel Jones.
I was just about to say that. Like, we gave Daniel Jones $40 million. You don't believe in Daniel Jones?
You still need a quarterback.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You gave Daniel Jones $40 million a year. $40 million, Daniel Jones. Okay.
I know Saquon couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah.
Please hurry up.
Yeah.
I'm gone. Thank you. Good night.
You're
not feeling the Saquon thing. I see it.
I am cautiously optimistic about Saquon Barkley. I've seen the whole division rival, big name running back comes to the Eagles. I saw the DeMarco Murray thing. It was terrible. And who was running the show then? Chip Kelly. It was horrible. He was trying to run. I guess if they use Saquon Barkley the way he's supposed to be used, then it'll probably work out. But like Chip Kelly was running like screens and sweeps with DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray was a downhill between the tackles. I'm gonna bust you in the mouth running back, and you can't run screens and sweeps with that dude.
I hope he's learned his lesson.
Chip Kelly?
Yes, please stop trying to bend people to your program. That's not how it works.
He was like okay at UCLA. He was okay at UCLA. He wasn't the best. He wasn't the worst. He was just kind of in the middle.
I can't believe how far he's fallen. That was crazy.
He was, because when he was at Oregon, man, I think I got a picture somewhere. It's probably my phone. I'll try to find it, but I got a picture of the trade he offered the Tennessee Titans when he was the coach of the Eagles to trade up to get Mariota number one. Man, I'm so glad Tennessee said no. I'm so glad Tennessee said no. He offered the house and the garage to get up to number one to get Marcus Mariota. And Tennessee said
Kelly
no.
Price song.
Right.
The house and the garage.
The house and the garage to get up to number one to get Marcus Mariota. And Tennessee said no. And thank you, Tennessee Titans, because he was going to give it all up for Marcus Mariota.
He wanted his quarterback.
That'd have been horrible. He'd have set that franchise back 7-8 years at least.
Super Mariota.
We might still be coming out of that. Yeah, Super Mariota. Okay, whatever. Eli. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks already in the first round of the NFL draft. Caleb Williams goes number 1 overall to Chicago. I know people are down on Caleb Williams. They think he's some sort of a diva. No, Caleb Williams has a father who is not going to let his son get played by the NFL. That's what Caleb Williams is. And if I was Caleb Williams again, if he would have said, you know what, I want to go to Chicago, I can't blame him. Find me the last young quarterback the Chicago Bears have developed and made into anything relevant in this league. I'll wait here while you do that. I'll be waiting all week. I'll waiting all year. You can't. They've had a couple of decent quarterbacks since Jim McMahon. You understand what I'm saying? Jim McMahon. 85 Bears. That Jim McMahon. They've had a couple of decent ones. Eric Kramer, Jay Cutler for a hot second.
Eric who?
Yeah, right. Eric Kramer. You don't even remember Eric Kramer. I do. I remember Eric Kramer. Jay Cutler for a hot second. They went to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman only because they had a all-time defense. Shout out to Lovie Smith. But to find a quarterback, seriously, find the quarterback the Chicago Bears have developed. You can't. So if I was Caleb Williams, I'd be like, nah. No. What have you seen from the Chicago Bears that make you think they had Justin Fields had 3 coordinators in 3 years, but Justin was the problem, right? Okay.
Well, at least this new regime seems to be at least trying.
Did you see their new stadium? Their stadium rendering?
My goodness gracious!
Cleveland Browns, take notes. You don't need it to be open. Oh, it's fine. Don't listen to these knuckleheads that want you to. We need it to be open because of the elements and the blah blah blah. It was open in 1999. It's been open. You ain't done shit. Put a roof on it.
Well, shoot.
And put it out in Brook Park. If you're going to put it out, I mean.
No.
That's where
don't want it to be out in Brook Park. Tear that stupid ass airport down.
Burke? Do you not even use Burke?
No.
I see planes there every now and then.
It's like 2 airplanes a day.
They used to have the race out there, right? They used to have the race out there, but they don't even do that no more.
Tear all of that down. There it is, right there.
Put a roof on it.
Put a roof on it. Put your hotels out there. Put your restaurants down there. And there it is.
If you live in the city of Cleveland, why wouldn't you want a roof on that thing? Why wouldn't you want something you can use 150 times a year as opposed to 8?
Because the people here are stupid. That's why.
Chicago's not stupid. Chicago's not. We can put a roof on this joint.
Detroit already put a roof on theirs. Minnesota,
and US Bank Stadium. I've driven past US Bank Stadium is dope. I've seen it on TV. I've driven past it. I've seen it up close. US Bank Stadium that's a dope looking stadium, boy. That's a nice looking place in Minneapolis.
You want a bowl with that's what they want. They want another Cleveland Browns stadium. They don't even want like something that looks like US Bank Stadium. We just want a bowl.
I don't understand that. Like, if I'm a taxpayer in the city of Cleveland, why the fuck would I want to? Why would I want us a facility that we can only use 8 times a year? Maybe a couple more times in the summertime. Like if you build that thing and put a roof on it, and if you're gonna put hotels on there, or whatever, man, you can get a Final Four, a Super Bowl, concerts.
Well, that sounds like somebody getting married. Put a roof on it. You need to quit playing.
Put a roof on it.
And put a roof on it. Make that stadium honest.
Think Cleveland. Think Cleveland.
Hey yo, I'm using that from now on. For real. You make an honest woman out of her, and you put a roof on it. What's wrong with you?
like it just. I honestly I don't understand it. Put a roof on it. Make an honest woman out of the city. Put a roof on it, man.
If you like it, put a roof on it.
Like, why wouldn't you want that?
I don't know.
That Chicago Stadium looks nice.
It does. I was like,
it's really nice.
Right there on the
lake.
Yeah.
And they kept the pillars there from old Soldier Field. They kept the pillars there in the plaza rented. Come on, Cleveland. Like, this ain't rocket science, man. Make an honest woman out of the city. Put a roof on the stadium. Like you could get about 150 or so uses out of that thing. Think about the money you could bring to the city with just that one stadium.
She been good to you.
I mean,
you know that's a good woman.
Stop running around.
She loyal.
Stop running around on them open roof stadiums. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I'm not. Listen, the Eagles. They got
that ain't never gonna happen. No. Them people in Philly will tear everything up.
I hope not. Put a damn roof on it, man. Oh, that's not by the lake, but all right. So when we come back, Phil's going to talk to the Michael Jordan fans when we come back.
Oh boy!
And later on in the show, I listened to some albums from Kendrick and Cole. I'm an old head. If you know me, you know I'm an old head. I love my old school music. So I listened to some Kendrick. I listened to some J. Cole, and I graded the albums. We'll talk about that as well. So we are from Running Man NFL Draft. 6 picks in. Tennessee Titans are on the clock. Kevin Hanley, Phil Rucker is 10 behind the boards. Real Spill on Red Line Radio.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Man, this is such bull crap.
Yeah.
Jessica Mendoza to join ESPN Sunday Night Baseball broadcast for the rest of the 2015 season, all because of Curt Schilling.
Welcome back to the show. Eli Robinson made the show. I don't know what that was about at the end there. Tennessee Titans take Alabama tackle J.C. Latham at number 7. The pick is in for the Atlanta Falcons. This draft is moving quick. Only the San Diego, I keep calling them San Diego. Only the LA Chargers used their whole 15 minutes. This is a dope song too. Shout out, man. Black Moon. See, man, I'm telling you, man, 90s hip hop was. This is just straight, man. Straight. You just get on this and spit. It's called How Many MCs by Black Moon. Boot Camp Click. All right. Okay, Phil. Phil said he had something to say to the Michael Jordan stands or something to say about them. So I want to sit back and let Phil have it.
Oh my God. Okay. I really want to know what goes on in your head when you're out here debating and you're out here just posting stuff like 24/7. Everything has to be about LeBron. Everything's got to be about Jordan and everything. And I'm just like, okay, it's all well and good until, y'all start making up narratives. Y'all start trying to erase history. Y'all start, every time some LeBron fan points out a fact, or every time somebody says something about LeBron, you got to come in with Michael Jordan. Ain't nobody talking about Michael Jordan right now. Don't nobody care about Michael Jordan no more, man.
They do.
Brother, that man retired in 1998. What was that, 30-something years ago?
And then came back to played a couple of weak seasons in Washington.
And so it's just like that really irks my nerves that I can't sit here and celebrate somebody without y'all jumping on here talking about something else. And now it's to the point where it's just like y'all posting stuff that don't make any sense.
Here's the difference between Michael Jordan fans and LeBron James fans. And I've said this before. LeBron James fans can celebrate LeBron James and not have to disparage Michael Jordan to do it.
Oh, I'm getting ready to disparage Michael Jordan tonight.
Why, handle your business?
I'm getting ready to disparage Michael Jordan tonight. Since we so-called, Michael Jordan has never, what really irks my nerves? They act like this man played from 1991 to 1996, and that was it.
Yep.
Even if he was 6 for 6, which is cool and everything, you still not number one. Man, John Havlicek is 7 for 7. What is you talking about, B? And then I had the nerve of somebody to tell me that John Havlicek doesn't count because we didn't see him play. Excuse me?
90,
what?
Man, 80% of these dudes ain't seen Michael play.
What are you talking about? Like for real, me and Kevin had a get. Was that Tim? That was who?
Tim Kelly.
Tim Kelly. We had a guest on our old show that would tell you he's seen Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron, and Michael play. Do you know who he said was the greatest player of all time?
I'm guessing LeBron.
No, he said it was Wilt.
To the day he died.
To the day he died, he told us Wilt Chamberlain was the best player he ever saw. He saw all three of them play. Now, if you're telling me that this man saw Wilt Chamberlain play, how are you telling me that I should just forget his whatever he saw and everything, just basically to satisfy your ego so your man can be number one? What are you talking about?
I can't call it. If Tim said what was the best, and I gotta respect that because I didn't see Wilt Chamberlain play. He did. I didn't see it. So I can't sit here and say, nah, Wilt wasn't. I don't know. I didn't see him play.
So you telling me that's like, and these people are from Cleveland. So let me ask y'all this, y'all Cleveland haters of LeBron James. If John Havlicek needs to be erased from history because he's 7 for 7, he's better than Michael Jordan, why don't we just erase Jim Brown stuff from history?
I mean,
why don't we just do that?
Hold on. Side note real quick. Falcons pull a stunner and draft quarterback Michael Penix Jr. from the University of Washington.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh, I like that. I see you, Atlanta.
You gonna put
I
him with
like
Bijan?
that.
You gonna see him put him with
I
Bijan?
like that.
Kyle Pitts. Okay, I see you, Atlanta.
They get a wide receiver. It's.
I see you. I see you.
Okay,
but no. But back to what you were saying with Mike. Yeah, you know what?
I'm just saying it irks my nerves because they are the only people. They are the only people that does that. Mm-hmm. I've never heard anybody in baseball start erasing Babe Ruth's history. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't see Babe Ruth. And Babe Ruth played in 1900s. I've never seen anybody in hockey erase Gordie Howe out of hockey because we ain't see him play. That's like 20 years from now, somebody saying, you know what I'm saying, Gretzky records can never, you know what I'm saying, it don't mean nothing because we didn't see Gretzky play. Like, what are you talking about?
Michael Jordan fans are the only group of fans on this planet that use longevity as a detriment to someone's greatness.
What are you talking about?
Listen to me. And I've said this before. I said this when we were doing the quad. I said it when they went to the Quad Brothers, and I'm gonna say it again here on Real Spill on Redline Radio. LeBron James is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan, and he has been for a long time. And the sooner you Jordan fans accept that, the better off you'll be. If he hasn't already, he's surpassed Michael Jordan in every single major statistical category that there ever is in the NBA. Period. Point blank. He's a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. He just is. Okay, and they love, you know what? They love to act like Michael Jordan did everything by himself. You let them tell like Michael Jordan invented the game of basketball, invented the sneaker, and just did everything by himself. He didn't have no help. He didn't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We was playing in sandals before Michael Jordan
came along. We was playing in work boots and church shoes before Michael Jordan came along. If you let them tell that Michael Jordan invented the game of basketball. And it's infuriating to me in this sense because I'll tell them, I'll say, listen, there isn't a thing on the basketball court that Michael Jordan can do that LeBron James can't do. Not one thing. And then they'll say, well, he's got 6 rings. And then now I need you to tell me how come a guy with 11 rings isn't greater than the guy with 6 rings. And then they'll say, well, he played against plumbers. No. We're not doing that. Because if the ring is the end all be all, then Larry Izzo is a greater linebacker than Lawrence Taylor. Because Larry Izzo's got 3 rings and Lawrence Taylor's got 2.
I've been told that Robert Horry was better than Michael Jordan.
He's got 7.
Got 7.
So what are we talking about here?
They don't. I don't know. So as far as them with hit me the most, and this is what they.
Whoa! Time out. Did Chicago have 2 first-round picks? Because they're on the clock right now.
Yeah, they got 1 in, I believe, 9.
No, yeah, okay. They just picked Rome Odunze, the wide receiver from LSU, I want to say, or Washington, maybe.
I'm sorry, they did. Who was? No, Marvin Harrison was already gone. I'm sorry. I was getting ready. Yeah. I was getting ready to have a whole conniption.
No, you
picked the wide receiver over Marvin Harrison.
Rome Odunze, how you say it? Yeah, wide receiver watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, he was like the second best. Yeah.
Now y'all want to try to bring in some weapons.
That's what I'm saying. Like down there trying to bring.
Justin was there. You didn't want to do that.
He did not want to do that.
Now you want to try to bring in some weapons.
Now they looking all right.
Okay.
So
damn, 6'3", 212.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. So last night, not last night, the night beforehand when the Lakers lost was just the last straw for me, and then the morning after was just the last straw. Number one, in what basketball world, in what mind did you think that the Lakers were going to beat the Nuggets 4 out of 7 times?
No.
What basketball have y'all been watching? That's just, to me, proves that y'all don't watch basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just sit there and spew Jordan stats all over the place and don't even know what's going on in today's NBA.
Not a clue.
What made you think that this man gives it to Anthony Davis every time they play? This man just gave him 30, 20, and 10? Like, dude, stop. So yes, LeBron missed the wide open 3. Yes. But before then, we don't want to talk about him scoring whatever 12 straight points, making 2 threes, keeping the Lakers ahead, trying to will them to win. We don't want to talk about that.
These are the same people that say Kyrie Irving bailed LeBron James out in the finals. You know.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, they say that.
Oh, yeah.
This is a real conversation.
This is a real conversation.
Kyrie Irving bailed LeBron out in that finals against the Warriors. Kyrie bailed LeBron out with that shot.
Don't matter what LeBron did.
So the block wasn't a thing.
Nah. We don't care nothing about that.
Nope. Don't care nothing about that.
The shot was definitely a thing.
Yeah, the shot definitely.
But the stop didn't mean
the stop didn't mean nothing either.
Respect to Kyrie.
No.
Respect to Kyrie always. Kyrie, you always want to be good with me for that shot. But no, LeBron bailed him out.
Uncle Drew, bro. Like,
I mean,
that's my Uncle Drew.
LeBron bailed. Oh, LeBron bailed. Kyrie bailed LeBron out. Ray Allen bailed him out. Oh yeah, he got bailed out. Okay, but when you bring up the fact to them that those 6 rings, I think 2 or 3 of them, the series winner, one was by John Paxson, one was by Steve Kerr. But they won't. They don't say that though. You can't say that.
That's quiet.
Mike didn't do that.
Mike was out there 1 versus 5 with everybody. You know
That's the whole problem. It's like Michael Jordan just did everything by himself. Mike Jordan, he didn't have no help. He didn't have no Scottie Pippen. He didn't have Tony Kukoc. He didn't have none of that.
Said that. I'm so glad you said that because we get ready to get into where Mike didn't have any help. We getting ready to get into when we was the best player in the world, before he had shaved his head in the 80s, where everybody keep forgetting magically that Mike Jordan keep getting his ass whooped every time he got to the playoffs, getting swept in the first round and everything. But we don't want to talk. That never happened. We don't know.
NAN finals.
We don't know what that is.
He didn't see NAN finals, and then the first one he caught the Lakers dynasty at the very end when Magic was old and getting ready to retire because of the HIV. Kareem was old. James Worthy was old. They was all old. Kurt Rambis, they was all old at the end of their prime. Listen to me. I'm Gen X. I saw Michael Jordan's career from day one, sir. Day one. I've seen both of their careers, Michael's and LeBron's. Mike caught the Lakers at the very tail end of that Lakers Showtime dynasty when they was
everybody in their prime.
When everybody was past their prime. Magic was past his. Kareem had been playing since the damn 60s. He was when he was still Lou Alcindor. He wasn't even Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He started over when he changed it.
Right. James Worthy was old. Byron Scott was still fairly young, but he was. So Mike caught that team to get his first title. Let's make no mistake about it.
We're not even gonna get into that. We go back. And yes, I did. And I know somebody's gonna call me petty for this, but yes, I went back and I actually looked for the box stats and looked at the highlights because I wanted to see for myself. Now, granted, it's funny, NBA, that you can't find none of Michael Jordan's failures on tape, but you have all the tapes. But you can definitely find LeBron's failures, KD's failures, Steph Curry's failures, whoever else's failures. You can find that easily.
What else did Tim say? Tim Kelly, what else he said to us? Again, he was on our show many times. And he always said, they changed the rules. They changed the rules to help Jordan. They changed them to stop Wilt.
So 1985, the first round, MJ was playing the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know if you know anything about the 80s Milwaukee Bucks, but I don't. I don't know who Sidney Moncrief and all those.
Sidney Moncrief was a good player, Hall of Famer. They had Jack Sikma on that team as well.
We like to talk about LeBron and his shortcomings and when he falls apart. Well, I'm going to talk about Michael Jordan and his shortcomings when he fell apart. Let's start with 1985, Game 4, an elimination game. Michael Jordan goes 6 for 16 from the floor.
6 of 16.
I'm sorry, what?
No,
not the king, not the GOAT, not the greatest of all time.
Yep, that guy.
Mike didn't pull it through. I thought Mike pulled through everything.
Nope.
I thought Mike was basketball Jesus. What happened? 1986, in an elimination game, Mike goes 8 for 18. Has to get his points from the free throw line. You know, the same points, the same thing that y'all hated on James Harden for?
Yep.
Mike was doing that. Mike had to get his points from the free throw line. I thought he was the GOAT.
No.
We don't need no free throws. Stop getting.
That's cheap. Those cheap
That's
points right there.
That's cheap.
It's cheap points.
1987.
Yeah.
You know what year this is? 1987. Is that the year?
Came up against Larry Legend.
Larry Legend. Is that the one where everybody keeps talking about that magical number? What's that number? 67?
63.
Whatever it is.
You still got swept.
In the elimination game, Michael Jordan went 8 of 20. Mm-hmm. See, I love how we like to bring up the highlights and everything, and how we bring up the fact that he scored 63 and lost. But let's not bring up the LeBron James triple-double against the Golden State Warriors and everything. One of the greatest teams ever assembled. That man literally pulled us almost to a victory himself. But every time we bring that up, it don't matter because he lost. So why y'all keep bringing up Michael Jordan and 60 whatever?
Because Michael Jordan invented basketball.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that?
Wait. Is there a Michael Jordan award?
No. No Michael Jordan award.
No, I think isn't there? Yeah, didn't they named the finals MVP after him?
After Michael Jordan?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
I have to look that up.
I believe so.
I don't remember that, but I do know.
Or is it after Bill Russell? I don't know. They named something after Mike. I know they did.
I do know who they used until he passed. I do know who they always had bringing out the NBA Finals trophy to the winner.
Bill Russell,
and it was Michael Jordan.
I wonder why.
It was Bill Russell.
He's not number one.
I'm just saying.
And this is my favorite one, and I had so much more, but I was just like, I don't want to take up too much time. But this was the funny one to me. Chicago's up on the Eastern Conference Finals on the Detroit Pistons. You know, the bad boys and all them. 1988, Chicago's up 3-2, and we about to close this out. Michael always closes it out. Michael is the greatest closer in NBA history. Michael, in 46 minutes, went 4 of 8 for 18 points.
4 of 8 is crazy for 18 points.
So now y'all remember when
10 of those came from the free throw line, then, unless he had a couple threes.
Remember, I did not pay attention to the threes.
Yeah,
I don't care. I remember when LeBron came up short against the Mavericks and everything, and he scored like whatever points.
Mm-hmm.
This seems to be remnants of that right there. I mean, I thought you were the greatest of all time. How are you 4 of 8?
And another thing,
trying to close this out. What happened?
Another thing with LeBron, when he was with his days in Miami, and real quick, the NBA Finals MVP. I'm sorry, the MVP award is named after Michael Jordan. The MVP award.
The NBA MVP?
Yeah. The NBA MVP trophy is named after Michael Jordan.
The
Finals MVP award is named after Bill Russell.
Why y'all be dog? Why everybody be dogging Kareem like Kareem ain't had a great year? I'd be pissed if I was Kareem. That's been my
question for a long time. Like, wait, Kareem got 6 rings too.
Kareem got 6, and he was the leading scorer in the NBA.
I'm just so like, why did we automatically just give it to Michael Jordan? Because he made shoes we like?
No, because these fools seem to think that Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman ain't crap, and that's the bottom line. They really think so. You had Magic Johnson, okay. Well, Michael, he didn't have anybody. Scottie Pippen is just an average player. Dennis Rodman is just an average player. Phil Jackson is an average coach. It was all Michael. Michael was out there 1 versus 5,
doing it by himself. Vikings select Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Oh God, why? Geez.
No, it was all Michael.
Y'all gonna stop. Michael. Y'all. Side note, real quick. Y'all gonna stop overhyping these white boy quarterbacks. Come on with it.
Listen, all I'm saying, I know we shifted from the Michael and LeBron, but all I'm saying is, and I said this before we came on the air tonight. I personally, I was going to use a comparison, but I found it to be really disrespectful, so I'm going to do it. But it seemed to me like, I don't know where the J.J. McCarthy hype came from. Like, it just seemed like out of nowhere. Like, it was just, one day we wasn't talking about him, and next day it was like J.J. McCarthy's all moving up everybody's draft boards. I'm like, well, how? How was that? I don't know. There was no build up. I mean, McCarthy was, again, look, this past season, give him his credit, man. They won the national championship. He completed 72% of his passes, I think, this year. So give him his props. He had a great season. I'm just saying, postseason, it was like you didn't really hear about JJ McCarthy, and then one day it was like everybody was talking about JJ McCarthy. I don't know how that happened. It just happened. But he's a first-round pick, 10th overall to the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know if that's going to help him at all. Guess it depends on what kind of system they're running there. I mean, he's got Justin Jefferson.
And I want to trade immediately if I'm Justin Jefferson.
I'm assuming the Vikings are going to pay Justin Jefferson.
I'm
assuming they're going to pay Justin Jefferson
immediately if I'm Justin Jefferson. Get me out of here post haste now.
I assume they're going to extend Justin Jefferson. I would hope that they offer him an extension, but
I'm trying to get down there to Cincinnati with my or Atlanta.
That would be so unfair. Can you imagine Justin Jefferson in Cincinnati? God. That would be. I heard
that they were
and Jamar Chase.
The fans were literally like, "Please just trade the entire draft for Justin Jefferson."
I mean,
because I would.
Burrow, Jefferson, and Chase, they were all teammates on LSU, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And if they decide to do right by T. Higgins, yikes, that'd be scary. And if I'm Cincinnati, I might do that. Like, hey man, what you want? We want Justin. What you want? And we'll pay him. You know what I mean? Like I might. So JJ McCarthy is a Minnesota Viking. So we are already through 10 picks in the first round, and it ain't even been an hour. Remember, man, when the draft, you would be. It used to be. It seems to me, and I don't know if there was like an internal memo from the TV networks or whatever, but it used to be an hour into the draft, you were still on pick like 4 or 5 an hour into the draft. like they all took all 15 minutes. Now we do 10 picks and we just now get
they got to move. You got to keep moving. It's only one night.
You know what I'm thinking? No, I'm thinking that is I can't, again, we were thinking it started at 8:30, it started at 8. But you're right, Phil. Now it's like
it's an event.
We've said this again. We've said this before. The NFL, they are marketing geniuses. How do you turn picking players into a 3-4 day event and you make hella money off of it? They've turned the NFL draft picking players into a 4-day event. And we watch. When I'll be working this weekend, but when I get a chance, I'll be watching.
Absolutely.
I'm that dude that'll be sitting there. It'll be the 7th round, and I am watching. That's me. I'm that guy.
I just don't care right now because we ain't got no first round pick.
When that second round come around,
you best believe I'll be right there. Who you picking? Who is that?
So the pick is in for the New York Jets. They have picked. I don't even want to try to pronounce his name, but Olumuyiwa Fashanu, offensive tackle, Penn State.
Say it again.
Olumiyawa Fashanu.
One more time.
No, not doing one time. But I see where you're going, New York Jets. I see where you're going. You gotta keep 8 upright.
I
trying to keep him off 8.
He was out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
You gotta keep him off 8. He ain't King Aaron the 12th number. He's not King Aaron the 8th.
Can y'all please just trade some quarterback talent to the NFC, please? Please.
It's gonna be rough in that AFC, man.
This is just
gonna be rough for you on that AFC. So they got their tackle. They're trying to keep Aaron Rodgers upright, and I can respect that. Because he is a franchise. I kind of wonder what they would have done. Did you know? Look. Credit to the Jets. They got rid of Zach Wilson. You see that? They got rid of Zach Wilson.
Yeah, they had to.
They traded him to the Denver Broncos.
What exactly does Sean Payton think he's going to do with that?
The Denver Broncos quarterback room now consists of Zach Wilson. I don't even remember the other 2 guys. Zach Wilson, not Drew Lock. Zach Wilson, I think maybe Trevor Siemian and somebody else.
But then, see, that's another thing that annoys me. Why you had to trade him to our division? Why we got to go through this, man? Why does this? Because it's not like Russell Wilson had a bad year last year because he didn't.
No.
So now the Steelers got to be balling too. Everybody just balling. What could you have
against Russell Wilson, Sean Payton? What could you have against Russell Wilson? I don't understand that. Sean Payton did not like Russell Wilson.
He's too nice.
Okay. Sean Payton didn't like Russell Wilson.
Sean looked like the type of dude that'll punch you in the face just because he's too nice. I don't need my football players.
Speaking of Denver Broncos, are on the clock right now. They are picking 12th. Oh, picks already in. Man, people just putting their picks in. Well, let me see. Are there any There's no quarterbacks left, really. They're all gone now. Williams is gone. Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr. is gone, and they need a quarterback in Denver. So I don't even know what they're doing here now. Maybe a receiver, maybe an edge rusher. Just let one of these cornerbacks fall to 22. Can one of these cornerbacks just please fall to 22?
Y'all had enough luck last year.
Mitchell from Toledo or Taylor from Alabama. Can one of these cornerbacks please? Or even I'll take the young boy from Iowa, Cooper DeJean. I'll take him. So young safety.
Is that the
safety from Iowa? Young safety from Iowa. Yeah, the white dude. Yeah, I'll take him.
I was just going to say that. I was like, is that the test?
Come through.
The test guru.
Come through.
Got to see if this white boy can play football.
Come through.
Put him
that's one
corner.
thing. Listen. That's one thing. You ain't gonna see too many white cornerbacks.
No.
But safeties, you can have some white safeties back there.
No, do you see? First of all, let's just be real. We're fast. Black people are fast.
This is true.
So at what point do the white people stop playing corner? Like, okay, we can't keep up no more. Is this high school? Is this middle school? What is this?
Do you know? I'm getting ready to look it up. But do you know that the last white cornerback, you may remember him, to start in the NFL was Jason Sehorn from the New York Giants.
Ooh.
He was the last white cornerback to start in the NFL. That is crazy.
Jason
and Sehorn was nice. He was pretty nice. He was nice.
But dude,
he was the last white cornerback to start the NFL. Jason Sehorn.
What year was that?
He played. Let me see. Hold on. I'm bringing up his when did he play? Gosh, he played for the Giants in 1994.
Yeah.
1994 through 2003. I think he because he was on that Giants team that won the Super Bowl with Kerry Collins. Or that went to the Super Bowl with Kerry Collins. Got beat down by the Ravens. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the last white cornerback to start NFL, Jason Sehorn. And I really don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. I mean, maybe they're just not fast. I don't know. That's a long time to go without a white cornerback starting the NFL. It's a long way to go.
Mm-hmm. Your Cavaliers lost. I'm gonna just put it like
what was the final?
121-83.
Come on, son. Come on, man. Okay.
Jared Allen was the leading scorer. What in the?
What do you have?
15.
JB might have to go.
Might? Ain't no might. JB got to get the hell out of here.
But now we got
don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Please.
We're gonna start it over though now. Now we're gonna start over with another coach.
Please get out.
Who now?
I don't know. I don't care. Get out.
I don't want to do this.
Get out,
coach, man. I don't want to do it.
You suck. You are terrible.
I know he's gonna go, but I don't want to do it.
Move. Get out the way.
I don't want to do another coach, man. I really don't. I really don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again.
You don't have to. He's horrible.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna say it right now. Donovan Mitchell's not staying. Goodbye, Donovan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, you could have been.
Donovan
you could have been.
Yeah, he's gone.
Bye.
He's going to New York. Going back home.
Can I say this one thing before you go?
Well, yeah.
Darius Garland, if you don't take your behind to the hole and stop it, I understand you got hit in the face, but brother,
you scared to get a
come
dog.
on, man.
You scared to go to church.
Come on.
If you're scared, go to church.
Please go to church.
We ain't got time for people to be scared.
I ain't got time for that.
No, we ain't got time for that. Well, JB's going to be gone. Donovan's going to be gone, and we will be back into obscurity here in Cleveland basketball. Okay, cool. All right, man. So we are 11 picks in. The Denver Broncos are on the clock. I believe the pick is in. We'll talk about that when we come back. And we're going to talk about a couple of albums, or some albums that I listened to over the past week. And I'll give them my grades from Kendrick and J. Cole. So stay tuned. Kevin Hanley, Phil Rucker, Tim on the boards. It's Real Spill here on Redline Radio. All right, welcome back to the show. Kevin Henley, Phil Rucker, Tim on the boards. So the last pick that went down in the NFL draft, the Denver Broncos got themselves a quarterback. Bo Nix, quarterback from the Oregon Ducks, goes to Denver. Raiders are on the clock. Their pick is already in. Not sure who they're taking. They probably got to go defense now because ain't no quarterbacks left. 6 out of the first 12 picks in the NFL draft have been quarterbacks. And the Raiders just missed out on the last good one. Well, I don't want to say that. I'm sure there's some quarterbacks that may, but you never know. But I guess the top quarterbacks are all gone. So we'll see where the Raiders go. All right. So this past week, on my 5-day trip out of work. Oh, okay. Okay, Las Vegas. Okay, I see you. Las Vegas Raiders select tight end Brock Bowers from the University of Georgia. Okay, I see you. Might also go take the best offensive player available on the board. You ain't got no quarterback to throw to him, but you got dynamic tight end.
We gonna work on
that.
We'll
get a quarterback. You ain't got nobody to throw to him, but you got a tight end. All right, so Brock Bowers from the University of Georgia, tight end, goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, so during this past 5-day stretch at my job, I listened to some albums from 2 MCs that I respected. I didn't really, I respect them as MCs and lyricists. I've already said that, but I hadn't really listened to. The only album that I really listened to in full was Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick Lamar. So I listened to Pimp a Butterfly. I listened to Damn. And then from Kendrick, because I listened to Good Kid, Mad City, I already know it's a good album. So I didn't listen to that again. I already know it's a good album. And then from Cole, I listened to Born Center, Forest Hills Drive, and Cold World. Those are the ones I listened to. So those were his first 3 albums. All right. And yeah, so I was like, let me check these out. I'm driving. Some of these places I'm going to, I got 2 hours before I get there. Just waiting for the album on. Let's just see what I think. All right. So we will start with To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. I listened to it, and the grade that I gave To Pimp a Butterfly, C+.
C plus.
Ooh.
C plus.
C plus.
C plus.
Let me just say this about Kendrick Lamar. I respect Kendrick's desire and ability to make hip hop art, but sometimes, bro, I just want you to throw the beat on the spit. I just want you to put the beat on the spit, and I ain't gonna hold either one of y'all, man. Halfway through the album, I almost turned it off. The first half of the album was super boring to me. It was really boring to me. It felt like it was moving really slow. And about halfway through, I almost turned it off. And then it started to pick up steam. The last half, it started to pick up steam. But I was about ready to turn that album off. I ain't gonna lie. I was about ready to turn it off. And again, I respect Kendrick as an MC, but I was about to turn that album off. The first half of it was boring and slow to me. It just was. Like, man, just put the beat on and start spitting, dog. I know you got it in you. Put the beat on and start spitting.
He was painting a picture.
I mean, that's fine. I wasn't trying to hear about Ross. I wanted to hear you spit some bars. I want to hear you spit some bars. So I gave to Pimp a Butterfly a C+.
I think it was making you trees.
You know what's funny? And as soon as you say that, then you're not gonna like his new album. Then
you know what?
You gonna hate Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper.
His new album. Then
I don't even know if I'm gonna listen to it. You know what? I was at the point, and again, no lie, I was like, do I even want to hear Damn? I was really at that. I was at that point. Like, do I even want to try to hear Damn?
Yeah, you want to hear Damn. Yeah,
so Damn.
So that was what I gave. I gave to Pimp a Butterfly C+. And then after that, I listened to Cold World from J. Cole, his debut album. I gave Cold World a solid B because. So here's the thing.
Okay.
The first Illuminati, the first song on the album, I couldn't even get through it. I had to rewind it 3 times. I couldn't even get through it before I started over 3 times. Before I couldn't even get through the song. I had to start over 3 times because when he came out with that, I ain't gonna say the word. It's they considered it a slur then. It probably wasn't as much back then, but the F word. I just said the line. He had the F word and the Illuminati. Like I had to start the song over 3 times. I started over before I told myself, okay, Kevin, just let it play. Because I kept every time he would spit that line, I'm like, damn, that's so hard. I start the song over again. Cause I'm driving. I can't be handling my phone and so there's controls on the steering wheel, so I gotta, go back to the beginning. But I didn't care. I didn't care. Cold World was a solid album. I gave Cold World a B. And when the first of all, the beat to that song of Illuminati was dope. I was like, yeah, this is okay. Okay, Cole, I see you, young boy. I see you. And when he spit that line, I was like, phew. It's one of the lines you like, sheesh, what? And so, like, you want to be like, hey Siri, rewind this song 20 seconds.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gave Cold World and it was just, listen, man, put the beat on the spit, right? I mean, it had a little bit in there. It had a little bit in there, but I liked Cold World. I gave Cold World a solid B.
Okay.
So then, I honestly, I listened to Pimp a Butterfly and Cold World on the same day, and I had to give myself a break. I'm like, because I knew Dan was next. I'm like, I had to warm myself back up to want to listen to Kendrick again. I hate to say that because I respect Kendrick. So I waited till the next day. I filtered my brain out. I filtered my brain out by listening just some more just shuffling through my old school. And when I heard a song that came up that I knew I hadn't heard yet, I skipped it because I didn't want to hear it first, right?
Okay.
So the next day, I put Damn on and I started listening to Damn. And I gave Damn a B-. I'm just disappointed.
You go ahead killing.
What?
I gave Damn a B-. Because Damn was more of what I wanted. Just put the beat on a spit, right? I just want to hear you spit some bars over the beats. It was more of that. It started to slow down a little bit more towards the end for me. Damn did, but I just wanted to, you know what I mean? Like, okay, are we just gonna rap on this one? Like, I don't need the whole production. I just want to hear you rap, right? I just want to hear you spit some bars, and that's kind of what Damn was. But Damn, here's the thing: Damn was okay. Damn wasn't really anything where like I was like, yeah, like I gotta hear that again. There was a one time, like it wasn't like when I'm talking about Illuminati. There wasn't a point on that album where I was like, I need to stop this song and start over again. I didn't do that with Damn. I just let it play. Illuminati again.
So what was your favorite song
on Damn? I'd have to go back and look. Was it Lust? Maybe Lust. See, I can't remember. Might have been Lust. Maybe.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Might have been Lust.
What was your favorite? Did you have a favorite song on Pimp Butterfly?
Yeah, get the hell off my record.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't really have a favorite song.
Are you sure you made it all the way through it?
I made it all the way through. It's again, it got better towards the end, but I didn't have a song on either one of those Kendrick albums. There was never a point where I was like, I need to stop this song. Like again, with Illuminati, the very first song, I started over 3 times before I let it play through.
So you just need some songs where you need to hear him rap.
Sometimes, again, art is cool because listen, I grew up on, Jungle Brothers and A Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul, artists who pushed the envelope and didn't do, who did things, outside the box type things. So I'm not immune to that. I don't not like that. But it was too much. Like the first half of that song, the first 7 songs, it was like too much of it. I'm like, damn, bro, okay, like can I just hear you spit some bars over the beats? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have to do this? Like I'm like, is this every song? It was like, it was like when I first heard Wiz Khalifa. Cause a dude I used to do work with, Young Boy. Shout out to my man Troy. We had a conversation about hip hop. And we were talking about, I was talking about, like Ghostface and all that. He was like, Ghostface is whack. I'm like, are you bugging? What do you mean Ghostface is whack? But he was like, all right, listen to Wiz Khalifa. I was like, what do you like? He said, Wiz Khalifa. All right, he gave me Wiz Khalifa. I don't even know the name of the album. He just told me to listen to it. It was on CD, I think. This is a while ago. So it was on CD. And I listened to it. I know. I listened to it. And yeah. And it was the same way. I was like, all the album was weed and money. It was Khalifa. It was weed and it was money. I smoke weed and I got money. I smoke weed and I got money. And I'm like, damn, okay, I get it. You smoke weed and you got a lot of money. Can you talk about something else? I kind of felt that way with the Pimp a Butterfly. I was like, okay, I get you want to be artsy. You want to kind of be outside the box, man, but just spit for me, bruh. Just spit for me. And he started doing that towards like the second half of the album, started to pick up steam. But that first half, I'm telling you, I was about ready to cut it off.
I'm still of the notion that this who whack?
He said Ghostface is whack.
Sir.
That Ghostface. Wu-Tang Clan Ghostface. Yes.
Wait, who said that?
My man Troy. He was a young dude. I don't know if he changed his stance now, but he was a young cat.
All right.
Yeah. I try to get him in for the guy to see young. He's young.
My head just hurt. I'm going home. Good night.
Yep.
That's the end of the show.
He said Ghostface was whack. That's what I said. I'm like, wait, are we talking about the same Ghostface? Wu-Tang Clan Ghostface? That Ghostface? He's whack? Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so I gave them a B-.
So right now you would say Cole is in the lead because
yes.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
So, all right, hold on.
So
Born Center.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Born Center. Born Center, without question, A. Born Center.
Yes.
Born Center, listen, it almost got the A+, right? But to me, like, you gotta like again, there are certain albums to me that are A+. Like, and again, think about my era. That like Midnight Marauders from A Tribe Called Quest. That's an A+ album, right? Like, that's a song where you're like, I can just put this on and I ain't gotta do nothing else, and I'm gonna feel the vibe from every song. Born Sinner was close. Born Sinner was a solid. I gave Born Sinner an A, and I was like, yes, this is what I want. This right here, this is what I want. Born Sinner.
Look like J.
Kendrick,
Cole
this is what I want. This is what I want right here.
Look like Cole pulling the head.
I won't say pulling the head.
Born Sinner. When I heard Born Sinner, I was like, okay,
it's subjective.
Okay,
it's a subject.
This ain't no subject.
It's subjective.
Look like Cole pulling the head.
I mean, he was ahead before I heard Born Sinner, and then I heard Born Sinner, and I was like, oh, okay, yep. I see you, Jermaine. Apology? What apology? I don't want to hear that. What apology? So yeah, Born Sinner, definitely solid album. Born Sinner got an A. And then the last one I listened to was Forest Hill Drive, and I gave Forest Hills Drive a B+. Another solid album. And to me, one of the best parts about Forest Hill Drive, believe it or not, was the very last song where he was basically doing all the shout outs. He said he didn't have time to write them all down, so he did all the shout outs. That was like one of the best parts for me. I don't know. I liked, like, because Kanye did that on his very first album. I think Kanye did that. It was where Kanye basically told his story right over the beat, and he was shouting out people like Jay and Tata and No ID and all that kind of stuff. And I liked that. I kind of like that kind of stuff on albums. And J. Cole did that at the end, and I thought Forest Hill Drive was solid. So I gave it a B+. So I'll say this. I will say this about these albums. The J. Cole albums will stay on my phone. I'm not so sure about the two Kendrick albums.
Ooh, there it is.
To Pimp a Butterfly is probably gonna be gone. Damn might stay. Damn might get a stay from the governor. I think the Pimp a Butterfly is gone.
Look, listen here. I'm so glad I've not met somebody that had the same opinion that I have had. I told my brother the same thing. I was like, I don't want to hear all this artsy fartsy, all this we in the museum. You're not gonna like, and I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna like it. All the my trauma and all this. I gotta put my daddy left me. Why we gotta have a song? Why we gotta have a song about that? Then you gotta go to a skit where you and your girl is arguing and everything on the song. Bitch, shut up. No, you shut up, nigga. I don't want to hear that.
You rap to it though.
I don't want to hear it though.
I was just like, dude, just rap.
Spit.
Just spit for me, man.
Something.
I just spit for me. Like, again,
that's what's wrong with black folks today. Y'all don't never want to get in touch with y'all feelings.
I am very in tune with my feelings, and listen.
I don't listen to music to get in tune with my feelings. I listen to my music to get away from my feelings. Put me in the zone. Spit something, man.
Something for me. I respect Kendrick Lamar's ability to make hip hop art. I respect his ability and desire to do that.
Got the nerve to think that this man was gonna beat Jermaine. Jermaine apologized, so he didn't have to drag Kendrick.
I just want to hear you spit.
That's what it was. What was he gonna do? Play some French saxophones at Kendrick at Cole? No, ain't none of that.
I just want to hear you spit, Kendrick.
Saying that you was conflicted.
Nobody could. Ain't nothing conflicted. I've been hiding it. Ain't no confliction. I am a Cole fan.
You ain't like complexions. You ain't like hood politics.
I'm telling you, man. Honestly, the first half of the Pimp a Butterfly is
going to sleep.
It's not even memorable for me. Honestly, I don't. That album probably will not stay in my phone.
I am going to sleep.
Damn will stay, but I could easily let Damn go too.
Night.
The Cole albums, they're staying.
You put us to sleep.
Cole
since you want to hear straight rapping, go listen to the Off Season by Cole.
Oh, don't have him do that.
Is that another album? The Off Season?
No, I'm telling you right now. The off season for me, the off season, you don't have to skip through that joint. I just let that joint
play.
That
was Born Center for me. I'm like, this is the album where I'm like, all right, I ain't got to skip nothing. I'll listen to the whole thing all the way through and I ain't got to skip nothing.
All season.
And if a song comes through in my shuffle, I would just leave it there.
That's okay. Because the first, I wish we could play the first song. Don't have me play the first song on
that. When from Cold World, man, that Illuminati, I was like, okay. When he came out,
you'd be like,
again, it's been a minute, man, since I heard a song like that. I'm like, I gotta start this over again.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start this over again.
You're gonna have a lot of start over.
You're gonna have a lot of what did he just say?
Okay.
What did he just say?
And I'm good. I like that, man. I like when the MC spit a bar and I gotta be like, hold up, wait a minute,
wait,
what?
And I gotta rewind it, like in a battle, like when a rapper is battling, and he come out with a line that's like, ooh, you like, ooh, wait a minute, you gotta rewind it back to listen to it again. That's MCing, and I didn't get that. I did not get that from To Pimp a Butterfly. I didn't get that. There was at no point in either one of those albums that I like, okay, I gotta stop. And again, with all due respect to Kendrick Lamar,
ain't no respect over here.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is amazing.
I respect him, but again,
no, it's not.
I'm not looking to listen to another Kendrick Lamar album. I'm not saying I never will.
You ain't gotta say it like that.
I'm not saying I never will. I'm saying right now, off of, and again,
he said Kendrick coming. I don't want to hear none of that.
I liked Good Kid, Mad City, but those two albums, it's like, okay, like I would, if you ask me right now, I would easily listen to Cole before I listen to Kendrick.
I would love to hear your opinion of Tyler, the Creator.
I mean, I might be willing to listen to some of his music. I never have.
I've never listened.
You know, my most memorable moment of Tyler was when he went on Funk Flex, and basically he was wilding on Funk Flex the freestyle. You ever heard that on him?
No.
Oh, Phil. Phil.
I refuse to go anywhere.
Free Ride Kim.
He had Flex on that freestyle. He had Flex like, I won't say he had Flex shook, but he had Flex kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. I mean, he was talking like some of the gay stuff to Flex about. Yeah, it was crazy. Tyler Creator was crazy.
Is
you could tell it was off the head.
Is he good?
Tyler good?
Yeah, I've never listened to Tyler.
Yes, Tyler's amazing.
Can you pull that up, Tim? Can we pull it up on YouTube right now? Can we pull it up? Is it possible to do that?
I could probably pull it up.
Tyler was, but I've never listened. Listen, Tyler, he's not
right.
Like Chance the Rapper, Childish Gambino. I'm not really like.
Good music.
Really, I'm not really trying to. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And I'll say that because you know what? People have told me. My brother tell me I got nigga ears.
I mean, y'all got,
and it's just like anything that got the 808 on it, and he's just like, yeah, that's you right there. You need to stop that. Ooh. Go on here and watch.
Oh, wait, look, wait, real quick. Going back to the draft real quick. Just came across on Bleacher Report. Kirk Cousins stunned at the Falcons taking Michael Penix Jr. in the first round. Why, Kirk? Why? What have you done?
First of all, you gonna get hurt. We all know you gonna get hurt.
Are you gonna go 8-8 or 9-7 or
no
9-8, 10-7? What are you stunned for, Kirk?
This is his job. Thank you.
Oh, did you see? Man, maybe we talking about they on Onk's head, man.
Who?
They on Shannon Sharp's head.
Why?
Well, he had Amanda Seales on his show. I'm kind of familiar with Amanda Seales.
Yeah.
And she was talking about her experiences as a kid with racism and kids calling her the N-word, like when she was like 12, 13.
Uh-huh.
And Shannon was kind of like, what he was saying is what I kind of agree with. Like he was saying, like he was kind of saying he was almost saying like kids will be kids type deal. But I get where he was coming from, because like, I get like people. It's like people when you listen again. We're talking about the internet here, so don't take that for what it's. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Beat is hard though.
This dude is hilarious, bro.
Look, Flex like, whoa, hey, wait
a minute.
All right, you can cut it off. Yeah, Flex like, yo, Flex like, hey, whoa, wait a minute.
We don't do none of that.
Wait a minute, we don't do that over here.
We don't do that over here. No Diddy.
No Diddy. Yeah. I don't like that either. That's dumb. That's almost like the, you know, let's do this. Can we take a break? Let's take a break real quick. We'll take a break. We'll come back because that's almost like the whole.
You got to say something. You got something.
There's just the whole pause thing. It's like everything is paused. Like what you niggas nowadays. Did I just say that? I did. Let's take a break, man. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll just top it up, man. We are halfway almost through the first round. The last couple of picks, Talisi Fuaga, offensive tackle from Oregon State, goes number 14 to New Orleans Saints, and Laiatu Latu, edge rusher from UCLA, to the Indianapolis Colts at 15. The Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. The pick is in, so we'll talk about that when we come back. Kevin Hanley, Phil Rucker, Tim on the board, flying the ship, Mr. Red Line Radio. See, I almost did it again. Real spill.
It's about to come. It's
on
coming.
Red Line Radio.
I'm telling you.
All right, welcome back to the show. I forgot I had that in. That's kind of smooth. I like that. That's smooth. It's kind of ride out music. Just kind of get in the car and ride it out. That's kind of smooth.
Like a butterfly, but you ain't like that.
I was just about to say.
But you ain't like that.
I was about to say that.
You ain't like that, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, it's like, I don't know, man. Just that album just didn't do it for me, man. It just didn't do it for me. C plus. It didn't do it.
C plus.
C plus for that. For to pimp a butterfly. Listen, man. People want to say, latest pick in the 2024 NFL draft, the Seattle Seahawks select defensive tackle Byron Murphy II from the University of Texas. So now we got I won't say a run on defensive players, but the last two. Really, those are the first two defensive players off the board. We've had offense the whole those are the first two defensive players off the board have just come in the last two picks. So we'll see if now we have a run on defense. I'm just saying, let me get one of them cornerbacks at 22. Can I get one of them cornerbacks at 22? Can I get Cooper DeJean at 22, Howie? You're on a roll, Howie. You extended Jordan Mailata. You extended Devontae Smith. You brought in Saquon. You extended A.J. Brown. Can I get a defensive back, please, Howie? Because we need that. Ooh, and we got Vic Fangio coaching the defense this year, too. Let's go. No, I don't know. Like I said, that album just didn't do nothing for me, man. It didn't do it for me. And honestly, I don't know. It's me. It sounds mean. I won't say it. I say it. If I never heard it again, I'd be cool with it. Like, I don't have to hear that album anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just okay. Like, I could do without it. You know? I could do without that. So, that's just my opinion. But now that Born Center, yep. Like that.
Yeah, whatever.
Please, sir, may I have another? A Born Center. Ooh, okay, Minnesota. I see you too. Minnesota Vikings select Dallas Turner from the University of Alabama, edge rusher. So now here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Attention, Kmart shoppers. Get your defensive players right now. We got to run on defense. 3 defensive players in a row right now. Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. So there's that. Browns don't pick to the second round, right? They got
we don't pick to the second round.
So now you got the Bengals, the Rams, the Steelers, the Dolphins, and the Eagles. The next 5 picks. I wonder who Pittsburgh's going to take. I'm interested to see who Pittsburgh's going to take. You know Pittsburgh, man.
Whatever.
Pittsburgh's going to take some linebacker that probably nobody hardly ever heard of and make him into an All-Pro in like 2 seasons. They did that with the one kid, Highsmith, the linebacker that they got in Pittsburgh. Nobody knew that dude before. He went to the Pro Bowl thing. I think they gave him a huge extension on his contract. He paid now. Pittsburgh just does that. They just do. They find guys that get overlooked or passed up by other teams, and they take those guys and they make them stars. They did it to James Harrison. James Harrison was relatively unknown coming out of Kent State. James
Harrison was a cheater.
Okay.
And a cheap shot artist.
But if he was a Brown, you'd have loved him.
Yes.
You loved him if he was
would have been out there really. Yeah, you paralyzed.
You would have loved him. So I wanted to talk. I'm going to kind of switch from sports for just a quick second, because they passed a bill in Tennessee, because it's Tennessee, that allows teachers to carry guns in the classroom. What could possibly go wrong with this? Like, listen, not although she does teach online, my wife is a teacher, and some of her friends are teachers that still teach in districts and you hear stories. You see, didn't we just see a video of a young brother assaulting a teacher in a school? Or something? I think it might have been in Pennsylvania. Young boy put hands on a teacher. So we know what these young, and again, I don't want to indict all young people about this, but we know what they're capable of. Why in the hell would you want to let teachers carry guns in the classroom? What's going to happen? What's going to happen when a young boy decides to put his hands on a female teacher? What you think going to happen?
Get shot. That's exactly what's going to happen to him. He's going to get shot.
I don't.
And then there will be the group in the crowd of Americans that, you know, he deserved what he got, and he shouldn't have been putting his hands on her. I don't care if it's a child, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
What is
self-defense?
What is with these Second Amendment people? Like, this is what law enforcement is for. Am I right or wrong? Like, you want
seriously
teachers to be. You want teachers to be the first line of defense when somebody comes into a school?
I don't understand why we don't have cops in schools. I don't understand why we don't. I know this is a black person thing and a hood thing that, you know, we got metal detectors and cops in schools. At this point in time, I don't understand why we don't have cops and metal detectors.
To my knowledge, ain't no cops in schools in Avon Lake.
No, ain't none at all. But you gladly see the police sitting in front of Glenville down here.
Yeah.
Well, they did, but before, you know, they became lazy and everything.
I defy you to find this. I would be shocked if you told me somewhere like Avon Lake or Jackson or Elyria Catholic or somewhere like that. You told me there's a cop in that school, I would be shocked.
Why not? They need a police officer in that school. I think police officers should be in every school because that's their job. Their job is to protect and serve. Her job, the teacher's job, is to teach.
Like, listen, man. Here's my thing though. Like, right? Like, teachers are already underpaid and overworked.
Now I gotta throw my life on the line for stuff. Why? I'm not throwing my life on the line for nothing.
They're underpaid and they're overworked. You got a teacher with 35 kids in one classroom. So they stressed out already. And again, I'm not trying to indict all teachers and say a teacher just gonna go off. But man, well, look, Nashville, the city of Nashville has already said, nah, this ain't happening. We don't care what that bill said. We not letting that happen. Y'all not gonna carry guns, not in this city. Outside Nashville, do you, but not in this city. You're not carrying no guns here. So Nashville, at least somebody in Nashville got some sense. It was like, nah, we're not doing that. I'm telling you, Phil, Tim, I can see it, man. I can see it right now. Teacher stressed out. She at her limit. She or he at their limit. A student gonna blow up on one of them and attack them, and they gonna reach in that desk and they gonna pull that gun out and they gonna shoot that kid, and then here we go. We off to the races. I can see it already, man. I know what's gonna happen. I can see it, bruh. And here we go. And Lord Jesus, don't let it be a black kid that got shot. Good night. And a white teacher, Lord Jesus, here we go. Man, listen. Man, listen. Here we go. He was coming to him. Here we go. And it's gonna be like, and especially, well, I would say this. Hey man, if it were to happen that way, I mean, if the student come up on sorry. If the student put hands on a teacher, maybe teach your kids not to touch teachers. I don't know. I can't say I don't care if it's a black kid, white kid. I can't say I feel too sorry for.
You feel too sorry for? No.
Teach your children to keep their hands off of teachers. These kids be wilding nowadays, man.
Man, look, I tend to try to avoid them.
Oh yeah, facts.
I'm just like, I'm not even trying to get involved. Like, you have no respect for anything.
Nope.
And it's really, really bizarre. Like, you know, I used to work downtown and everything, and I would get on the bus and I would come home and it'd be like 3:00 because I worked 7 to 3 shift and everything. It'd be like 3:00. And the way these kids just act when they get on the bus and everything, and in front of elderly people, like it's just weird. Like you have no respect for your elders.
Yeah,
you just out here cussing, you out here fussing, you out here doing whatever. You picking arguments and fights with grown man. Never in a million years when I was a child would I pick an argument because I knew somebody was getting ready to smack the dog out of you. Like what?
They don't care nowadays. They don't care.
Don't care.
And that's why I tell my kids, be leaders, don't be followers. Can you follow behind some of these dudes, man, or not even do it? I got 2 girls, but you follow behind some of these girls and you just, it'll be bad for you, man. I can't see anything
good
coming.
No, there's nothing good. There's nothing good that's going to come out of this situation. Guns in schools are bad. Putting more guns in schools is not the answer to the guns in the school that's already here.
People like, I don't understand these. They're like, we already have like the most guns. We have a lust for guns in this country that's just unmatched by any other country, any other civilized country on earth. Britain was like, nah, we good with guns. At least for the cops. No, even for the citizens. Britain's like, nah, we don't need those. We good. The citizens don't have them. Well, I'm sure some have them.
Yeah.
Sneaked away some, but the cops don't. Not in Britain. Cops don't have guns in Britain. Imagine that. Your police force doesn't have any, they don't have guns. What if we did that here?
Nah, that'll never happen.
We got too many guns in circulation here to ever be like, no, nobody can have guns. We have too many. And I don't care how many buyback programs you want to try to, we have too many. Yeah, there's way too many guns here.
You're never gonna find all of them.
You have dudes out here with arsenals, literal arsenals. We got too many. I always laugh at some of these, especially the Trump support. I talk about civil war. Civil wars, and we gotta get ready for what exactly? What y'all think y'all gonna do? Let's just say a civil war kicked off in this country, right? And the U.S. military had to get involved. Like you think that Glock, the little M16 you got, you think that's gonna?
I always found that to be the funniest part about that whole thing. Like, okay, look, I understand that you are a militia and that you train and you do all that and you have some weapons. Yes, you have some semi-automatic weapons, rifles, and all that good stuff. This is the United States Army. This ain't 18 whatever when everybody had horseback and everybody had their little rifle, pew, and you clean it and you wipe it down and you fire it, pew, this ain't that no more.
They got shit you ain't never seen in your life.
They won't even have to fight. They'll send a drone.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
They won't even have to fight. They'll send a drone, blow your entire base up whole block without even having to come through with any people whatsoever.
Start if you want to. They take your whole block out, son. All y'all. They got stuff you ain't never seen. I promise you that. They got stuff that they like, nah, we're gonna keep this on the low.
We have been funding. This is the number one expenditure or what we spend on this country is defense, is weapons. That's where all the money in this country goes.
Yep.
So you think you about to take on that? Nah, man, come on now.
They got stuff you ain't never. Y'all couldn't even hold the Capitol for 6 hours on January 6th. Come on, man.
They tried.
You ain't ready for no civil war.
They tried.
You ain't ready for that. They got shit you ain't never seen, bro. I promise you that. Weapons you ain't never seen at all. Drones that'll knock all y'all out from 50 miles away. I'm telling you, bro, y'all don't want that. Hey, okay, Joel Embiid went for 50 tonight.
Did they win?
Yes, 125, 114, I think. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Joel Embiid went for 50.
Oh, did you see?
I'm not a Joel Embiid fan.
Did you see my man?
I like Embiid.
What? Why are you not a Joel Embiid fan?
He is the poster boy for trust the process.
He is the softest big man I've ever seen in my life.
Ooh, that's a bold, that's a bold statement.
That's a bold
statement.
You think he's softer than AD?
Dwight Howard? Softer than Dwight Howard? I think you know what? No, let me back up.
He has way more skill than Dwight Howard for sure.
Dwight Howard's not.
I'm not. Let me back up. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna call people. I'm not into calling people like
Anthony Davis. You're soft. You're soft as cotton tissue.
I would say more injury prone, but I'm not. I won't call you soft.
No, you're soft as cotton tissue.
People call LeBron
Anthony
soft.
Davis.
LeBron's a crybaby. Okay. LeBron's soft. Okay.
LeBron. I mean, not LeBron, but Anthony Davis a little brittle.
Brittle, injury prone, yeah, soft, yeah. No, I'm not gonna say
Peter brittle.
I'm not gonna say soft. You got to be on there, and I'm not gonna say soft.
Okay, we're not gonna say.
I'm not gonna say soft.
I wish you would be more assertive of yourself. How about that?
People say it always when people say LeBron is soft. Okay, LeBron soft. Okay, stand in that lane, let him come at you full speed.
So we're gonna get back to. I still don't understand this whole notion that LeBron would never be able to survive in the 90s. Let me explain something to you. Do you not understand that LeBron is 6'7", 290 pounds? First of all, who is that size? That's Karl Malone size moving that fast. Who is going?
There was nobody. There was nobody. I keep trying to tell these.
Shawn Kemp was the closest you could.
I keep trying to tell these dudes
you can get would be Shawn Kemp.
These people that never saw Michael play like I did. I saw Michael play on TV and in person. I saw Michael Jordan play, right? These people that never saw Mike play, that never actually saw the 90s basketball with the exception of YouTube highlights. They never actually saw 90s basketball. I'm telling you, there was nobody like LeBron in the 90s. He would have dominated 96. There was nobody like him. 6'8", 260, basketball IQ off the charts. Size and strength of a big man, but moves like a point guard and can pass his ass off. There was nobody like LeBron in the 90s.
Stuff I keep seeing, y'all couldn't stay in front of Grant Hill, and Grant Hill wasn't that big, but Grant Hill was fast. But I distinctly remember watching Grant. You could not. The Bulls could not stay in front of him. I don't care if it was Jordan, Scotty, Rodman. Y'all couldn't stay in front of him. So you mean tell me you gonna stay in front of LeBron? Why?
And I'm
because of the mighty hand check. Okay. The almighty hand check is going to stop everything.
Nope.
Realize that works in his favor too.
You mean to tell me this is the one that I really love. You mean to tell me that you've never seen in the 90s, if there was a player like Steph Curry, if Steph Curry was magically transported to the 90s, you've never seen this man before. You don't know to get in his face before he even crosses the line. Mm-hmm. So you mean to tell me because you don't know this and magically your hand check is going to keep him from going off while he goes over the line, or because I knocked you down, now all of a sudden you scared to pull up from 30? Why?
Now I will say this: the closest thing to Steph in the 90s was probably his dad, actually, his dad Dell and Hersey Hawkins. Those are probably the two. Well, you know what?
Sharif.
I was just about to say Sharif
Abdul-Rahim.
Yes.
Maybe I was gonna honestly, to be honest, I was gonna toss Mark Price in there a little bit. Mark Price was nice with the shot too, but I mean Del Curry and Hersey Hawkins. I mean as far as guys who had the green light to shoot whenever they wanted,
which was nobody.
It was Del Curry and Hersey Hawkins did because they could shoot it.
Reggie,
you're right.
But Reggie too. But here's the thing: you not releasing the ball from where he. No.
Steph is
Steph. So you, for some strange reason, you think because I'm gonna push you down, that's gonna keep you. What are you talking about?
He would have shot and looked away from you.
What are you talking about?
Here's the thing.
You telling me Giannis, Mr. 7'1", I can take 3 steps to the basket and dunk on everybody. It's not going to survive. And
that's what I'm saying.
Who is going to stop that? In the grandmama Larry Johnson? That's about it. Who going to stop him from the 90s?
The mental gymnastics that these people, especially the Michael Jordan fans, will do to discredit LeBron. It's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling to me. The mental gymnastics, like LeBron couldn't survive. He could have easily survived. He would have dominated. He'd be just as dominant in the 90s as he is right now.
The mighty hand check is going to stop LeBron James from scoring 30 points.
And it wasn't, at least in my opinion, it wasn't that the defense was better. It was that the game was played differently.
No, it's because you guys sucked. That's why. Let's keep it real. Where's my camera at? Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. You want to know why you guys can't play in the NBA? Because you couldn't shoot. You were garbage. There was like 3 of you that played offense. The rest of you were tall trees grabbing rebounds and trying to play defense. You suck. You can't move without the ball. You have no bag. You're terrible.
That's
You're
what I'm saying.
Awful.
You played the game from the inside out. So you started with your big man. So you weren't doing all that stuff. You weren't.
Scottie Pippen's gonna shut down Kevin Durant. Really?
Okay.
How?
Okay.
Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall with a wingspan of 7'4" that can shoot over almost everybody in NBA history. But the mighty hand check.
They don't know.
Is gonna stop Kevin Durant.
That's why when I see somebody like Dennis Rodman talking about, I would have shut him down. No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, you wouldn't have.
Stop.
It's easy to say that when you ain't got to do it. When you ain't got to actually shut LeBron down, it's easy to say, I would have stopped him. No, okay. Sure you would have.
Y'all was getting dominated by Isaiah Thomas. And Isaiah was 6 foot something. Isaiah Thomas gave y'all work at 6 foot nothing. But you gonna stop Kevin Durant, who can dribble like a guard and is as big as a forward and can shoot it like Steph Curry, but you gonna stop him with the almighty hand check.
The bad boy Pistons had Scottie Pippen scared to go in that middle. Scottie Pippen didn't want to go in that middle. He didn't want that. The bad boy Pistons had Scottie Pippen scared to go in that middle. He didn't want to go in there.
I can't believe people still want to see. Look, I remember during the COVID year, during COVID, when the NBA TV, they released every single NBA final so you could watch them on TV. And I remember watching them. When I got to the 90s, yes, it was cool watching Mike Jordan. It was good watching him. I watched it. I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the greatest of all time, if not top 2. That's fine. Whatever. But then I remember watching after Mike left and watching this stuff with the hand check and everything. It's the most boring basketball I've ever seen in my time. Remember the Pistons Spurs series where the halftime score was 32-31. That's what you want to go back. That's what you want to see.
Remember the Mike Fratello days around here when the game was ended, the final score was 79-76.
76. No, I
was giving tickets over.
Giving tickets. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. You guys,
you're not going to convince E. Jordan. You're not going to convince E. Jordan to answer that. You're not going to convince.
You guys sucked.
I told you, Michael invented the game, right? So you're not going to convince them. Man, they like his shoes, and they go out and buy his shoes.
I ain't never seen nobody wear no LeBrons like bigger. Okay.
They sound like Trump supporters. How come Biden can't get this many people at a rally? Okay. So the last, see what I tell you, run on defensive ends. So the last, the last one we had was Dallas Turner from Alabama. The Bengals picked offensive tackle Amarius Mims from Georgia, and the Rams just picked a good pickup for the Rams, Jared Verse, edge rusher from Florida State. Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. All right, man. So listen. I'm sorry, Kendrick. It ain't nothing personal, brother, but
it's very personal. You are behind Cole.
You, at least in my book, you are
behind Cole.
In my book, you are. It ain't nothing personal to me, but yeah, you behind in my book because that
light skin butterfly. Light skin.
I can't do it. All right, man. So that's gonna do it for us. We'll be back next week with another new show. Appreciate y'all tuning in and listening, man, and stay tuned, man. We got some things coming up, man. We're going to start trying to put these social media pages out here. YouTube, TikTok is just going to be around for longer than 6 months, and we'll see how that's going to go. So, all right, man. For Phil Rucker, for Tim, my name is Kevin Hanley. This has been Real Spill on Redline Radio LLC. We out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Yeah. Real ill. It's Illy as the program, skipping all that romance.